Hey, what's up, friends? It's James. So, I've got a quick 10-minute yoga session for you today. And the design of this yoga session is to help you get your back all loosened up and stretched out. So, I want you to come over to your mat and start out in child's pose. So, first, bring yourself into a tabletop, and then take your knees out a little wider towards the edges of your mat, tops the feet together, tops the feet to the ground, big toes together, and then just drop your sit bones back towards your heels. Relax your forehead all the way to the ground with the arms lengthened out in front of you. Let's give some breath warm up. Exhale all the way down to empty. Breathe into your low belly and your low back. Breathe up into your mid abdomen and your mid back. Breathe all the way to your chest, all the way to your shoulders. Full breath. Relax. And then exhale for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, start your ujjayi breathing, so your ocean breath. Slow, deep inhales through your nose like you're sipping the air in through a straw, filling from the bottom all the way up to the top, engaging the muscles in the back of the throat. And then those long exhales out your nose like you're fogging up a mirror. So again, engaging the muscles in the back of your throat and slowly releasing. You know you've got ujjayi breath down when you hear the sound of ocean waves in your head. Okay, I want you to start to walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. Your forehead might lift a little off the ground. Your elbows might lift a little off the ground. And then press into your hands, so you're pressing your sit bone, your right sit bone closer back towards your right heel. Forehead can relax back down. Elbows might stay lifted. And as you work that ujjayi breathing, use your exhales just to stretch a little deeper. Nice. Walk your hands now over to the right. Get your left hand all the way to the edge or even off the edge. And then you're going to press into your hands, especially into that left hand, and get your left sit bone closer back to your left heel. Again, use that breathing. Forehead relaxes. Elbows might stay lifted off the ground. And then walk back to center. We'll leave child's pose. Such a nice stretch for your spine, even your hips and your knees. Come up to that tabletop and let's start to work into cat-cow. So if you know where you're going with this, just go right into it. If you're new to cat and cow, we're going to start with cow, where you drop your belly and then lift up through your chest, lift up through your tailbone, bowing through your spine. And then cat is kind of the opposite of that. Like a Halloween cat, drop your head, let your tailbone drop down, feel your mid-back lift high. And then you could inhale to cow, exhale to cat, or you can customize it. You might take a little longer in one before you move on to the next. Another thing that you can do is shift a little side to side or back and forth. And as you pair this movement up with your breath, you really want your breath just to lead the way. Let it guide the movement of your body. Cat-cow is awesome for your back, but you can also feel that it's great for your, it gets into your shoulders, it gets into your neck. Awesome, guys. We'll do a few more rounds of breath here. Okay, fantastic. The next one is going to be Sphinx pose. So all you need to do is just bring your hips all the way to the ground, tops of the feet are to the floor, and then slide your elbows out in front of you so you're on your forearms, elbows underneath your shoulders, and then you just lift up through your chest as you press down into your arms, hips are to the ground, tops of the feet are rooted. Find length all the way through the back of the neck. And I love this, especially for my low back. It feels so good. While you're breathing here, you want to feel those inhales come in and push up into the pose. And those exhales release you a little deeper into it. If you want a little more movement for your neck while you're here, twist your gaze over your left shoulder. And then over your right shoulder. You can let the weight of the head drop down, but continue to lift through your shoulders, kind of like you're doing cat in your upper spine. Your chin might move a little bit side to side. Nice. Lower down. We're going to press up into our tabletop and then find down dog. So tuck your toes and lift your hips back up in space, A-frame shape. Bend both of your knees deep and just reach your hips back up as you spread out into your hands. Relax your head, tone your biceps to center line. Lift the hips high and then gently let your heels draw down from there. Stay with that breath, guys. You're doing great. Release the weight of the head. And it's that balance between lifting the hips up, stretching your spine, and then finding that length through the back of your legs. And we engage the muscles around it, right? We are strong as we're stretching. Your next exhale, bend your knees, look between your hands, and you're going to step up to a forward fold at the top of your mat. So once you're there, I want you to let your fingertips come all the way to the ground and totally relax the weight of your head. Give a slow nod, yes. And you can bend your knees if you need to get the fingertips down to the ground, but then lengthen from that point. Take a slow side-to-side nod, no. And with the weight heavy in your head, heavy in your arms, slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, roll to standing. Your head will be the last thing to come up, and when it does come up, inhale to reach your arms wide and tall, stretching the mountain. Gaze can come up, and on the exhale, bring your hands down into your heart center. From standing, inhale, reach back up into mountain. And then on that exhale, hinge out from your hips and take your swan dive all the way down into your forward fold. We'll inhale halfway up, so bend your knees a little bit, press into your shins, and then reach your spine parallel to the ground. Gaze is down, tone your shoulder blades in, and then on an exhale, refold. And we'll take ragdoll frame. So feet at hip bone distance, opposite hand to the outside of opposite elbow or bicep. And just allow your torso to gently sway side to side or lightly rock back and forth. Weight of your head is totally relaxed. Stay with that breath. Get all the way down to the end of your breath. And then we're just going to find a cross-legged position. Scoot yourself onto the front edge of your sit bones. Lift up through your spine. And then on an inhale, extend the arms wide and tall. And as you exhale, take a twist over to the right. So right hand behind you, left hand to the outside of your right knee. Inhale, reach the spine up tall. And on your exhale, twist from center and send the gaze back over your right shoulder. As you breathe in, it's going to push against the twist, but then on the exhales, you'll feel yourself release a little bit deeper into it. Get all the way to the end of your breath. Inhale, reach your arms wide and tall, face forward. Exhale, switch your sides out. So left hand behind you, right hand to the outside of your left knee. Inhale again to reach the spine up tall. On your exhale, twist from center. Take the gaze across your shoulder. Hold the twist and breathe. And find that really nice posture through your spine while you're here. So let the shoulder heads, kind of roll away from the ears on the back. Get all the way down to the end of your breath. And on your inhale, arms wide and tall, breathe in. And on your exhale, just bring your hands down into your heart center. Close your eyes. Hold the thumbs in towards your sternum. Feel that length all the way up through the back of your neck. Take one final deep breath in. Fill up. Exhale, slow release out. The light in me greets the light in you. Namaste. Awesome, friends. Thanks for joining me for a quick yoga sesh. I will catch you next time. Take care. Much love.